Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn, and for today's topic, I'm going to discuss the entry requirements for all dual citizens entering Philippines. Please take note that dual citizens are also Filipino citizens. However, there are strict immigration entry requirements. All dual citizens have two options. First, you must present your foreign passport plus your valid Philippine passport, or your foreign passport plus 3 pages of your dual citizenship documents. You must present all of them, not just the identification certificate. If you are a dual citizen, you must present your foreign passport and your valid Philippine passport. However, if you have lost your Philippine passport or it has already been expired, you must present your foreign passport and your dual citizenship documents. There are 3 pages to the dual citizenship document, so you must bring all the 3 pages proving that you are also a dual citizen. Please also be aware of the new immigration advisory when you are entering the Philippines without using a Philippine passport. What can you present when your passport has expired or you've lost your Philippine passport? If your passport has been lost, damaged, or expired, you have an option. Filipinos without Philippine passport can travel to Philippines by obtaining a travel document from Philippine consulate abroad for emergency use. However, a travel document is allowed only for applicants who cannot be issued a Philippine passport and have an emergency travel to the Philippines, such as due to medical or legal reasons or death in the family. This travel document is only for one-time use and you can only use it for 30 days. But once you arrive in the Philippines, you can actually apply for a new Philippine passport. In addition, your passport do not need to be valid for 6 months at the time of arrival. Also, you don't need a return ticket for 30 days. For all dual citizens, please take note of this important requirement if you have a dual passport when entering. All passengers who use these travel documents upon arrival and were admitted under the same status shall be required to present the same during departure. Accordingly, if you use a travel document, you will also be required to present the above documents during departure. Non-presentation of the required documents shall be a ground for the deferral of your departure. So please take note of this important advisory. In essence, if you arrived in the Philippines using these travel documents, you must also use the same documents to exit the Philippines. You don't need to comply with the return ticket requirement, or your passport do not need to be valid for at least 6 months. So I'm referring to the Philippine passport. However, if you have a foreign passport, your foreign passport must be at least 6 months and beyond. There is now a new health screening for all international arriving passengers in the Philippines. First, there will be a thermal screening and also a visual check. The visual check will involve quick health safety assessment and inspection of any skin rashes or lesions on hands and arms. Passengers will be asked to roll up their sleeves. If a passenger showed symptoms, the Bureau of Quarantine will lead them to an exit separate from the other travelers. He or she will be brought to the Bureau of Quarantine clinic for a second look. A BOQ doctor will then decide if the passenger needs to be treated or cleared to go home. There is now a simplified registration for the One Health Pass. However, all family members, you must register individually, so make sure that you have a valid email address. All passengers must register within 72 hours prior to departure. It means prior to first flight if you have a connecting flight. The most important thing to remember when registering is that you must keep a QR code copy, whether digital or printed copy. Please also be aware of a fake website collecting money. The One Health Pass is a free website. This is the actual website. And then when you reach the dashboard, just click OK. Fully vaccinated passengers do not need to quarantine. If you are a foreign national, you must be fully vaccinated. Also, Filipinos do not need to be vaccinated. Please take note that if you register earlier than 72 hours, you won't be allowed to register. For unvaccinated Filipinos or dual citizens, if you are unvaccinated, partially vaccinated, or the vaccination cannot be validated, here are the requirements. You must present a negative RT-PCR test within 48 hours or negative antigen test within 24 hours prior to departure. You must have facility-based quarantine for 5 days. In addition, you will be tested on the 5th day of arrival, and you must home quarantine until the 14th day of your arrival. For all Filipinos and foreign nationals entering Philippines, including former Filipino citizens, there will be no pre-departure negative test for the following passengers: those who are 18 years and above, who are fully vaccinated and received at least one booster shot. Also, 12 to 17 years of age who are fully vaccinated, but no booster shot is required. For 11 years and below, regardless of vaccination status, accompanied by parent who is fully vaccinated and with booster shot. Also, there will be no pre-departure negative test for children below 3 years old. So that means all children 2 years old and below do not need a negative pre-departure test. So these are the only ones exempted from pre-departure test. For Filipinos or dual citizens with booster shot, you must be fully vaccinated, possess an acceptable proof of vaccination, and you must register through the One Health Pass, and these are for 18 years old and above. For Filipinos without booster shots, you must be fully vaccinated. You must possess an acceptable proof of vaccination. In addition, you must register through the One Health Pass, and also you must present a negative RT-PCR test or negative antigen test within 24 hours. For those who are vaccinated, you will no longer observe facility-based quarantine but must monitor for symptoms for 7 days. If you are a dual citizen but you are traveling with your foreign spouse, here are the requirements. For foreign spouse traveling with Filipino or former Filipino 18 years and above with booster shot, no visa is required if you are a national from a country included under EO 408. Also, you must be fully vaccinated. You must possess an acceptable proof of vaccination. Your foreign passport must be valid for at least 6 months. Also, you must register through the One Health Pass. And also, if you have a booster shot, there will be no pre-departure testing required. For those foreign spouse traveling with Filipino or former Filipino without booster shot, you must be fully vaccinated. You must possess an acceptable proof of vaccination. Also, you must have a passport valid for at least 6 months. Also, you must have a One Health Pass registration. In addition, you must have a pre-departure negative test, RT-PCR test within 48 hours, or negative test or negative antigen test within 24 hours. Also, if you are a fully vaccinated dual citizen, you don't need to undergo facility-based quarantine. However, there is a quarantine for unvaccinated Filipinos. So if you are a dual citizen and you are unvaccinated, you must undergo facility-based quarantine. For Filipino citizens who are unable to comply with the conditions or requirements, you will be considered as unvaccinated. and you will be subject to the entry, testing, and quarantine protocols for unvaccinated. Who is considered fully vaccinated? You will be considered fully vaccinated more than or equal to weeks after having received the second dose in a two-dose series, or more than or equal to weeks after having received a single-dose vaccine. Here are the acceptable COVID vaccines in the Philippines. For booster shot shall refer to doses administered to a vaccinated population that has completed a primary vaccination series when with time vaccine effectiveness has fallen below a rate deemed sufficient in that population as indicated in the EUA or Emergency Use Authorization issued by the FDA. Only one booster shot is required for you to be exempted from the pre-departure negative test. However, please confirm with your airline if the booster shot need to be taken 14 days before your travel date. However, booster shot should be effective immediately, but please confirm with your airline so you can be exempted from the negative pre-departure test before flying. Here's the latest quarantine requirements for those fully recovered Filipino nationals with positive RT-PCR test results. For those who are vaccinated, there is actually no facility-based quarantine. All you have to do is self-monitor for any sign or symptom for 7 days, with the first day being the date of arrival, and shall be required to report to the local government unit of destination upon the manifestation of symptoms, if any. For unvaccinated, you will be required to quarantine in a facility-based hotel until the release of a negative RT-PCR test taken on the 5th day, and you will be required to undergo home quarantine until the 14th day, with the date of arrival being the 1st. If you are a dual citizen, can you stay permanently in the Philippines? The answer is yes. You are also a Filipino. Filipino citizens can stay indefinitely in the Philippines. If you recently traveled in the Philippines, please share your travel experience. I would really appreciate it. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, and if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.